This dating world that we're living in, I cannot. I'm so lonely.
Nothing actually prepares you for how lonely being an adult can be.
Super, super lonely. I don't have anyone. I just want to crawl in the black hole and not come back out.
I don't know how much longer I can stand being single, and it's not because I'm just super lonely. No, I'm pretty peaceful on my own. It's not because I'm like terrified of my eggs drying up, and I mean I do want kids. That is a part of it. And it's not because I see all these other couples and I'm like, oh, I want that. It's not because I need someone else to help me pay the bills. I do. I really do. But that none of the typical things that you would think of are the main reason that I don't know how much longer I can be single. The main reason? I'm tired. I can't go out anymore. I want to stay at home with a good book. My social battery has gone way down since hitting 30. I can't keep having these same conversations. It's painful. And I'm tired.
It's so hard sometimes watching so many of your friends fall in love and find their person and get pregnant, especially as I'm moving into my 30s. I feel like I'm watching everybody else live out their dream and wondering when my dream is going to happen for me.
My God, it's so draining.
And once again, this is not to, kind of rain on your parade, but men know that. Some of these guys, yeah, you can say that they're being jerks for saying, oh man, you hit a wall, yada, yada, yada. You can say that, but their sentiment behind it is correct. Some of these guys, and even myself, you say things that you could probably reword and say, well, hey, instead of saying you hit the wall, you can kind of say, you might want to start thinking about finding somebody. Well, I'm trying to do that. I know, I get it. But what I'm saying is, look at what you're looking for and really think about why you want it. You want a guy that's 6 feet? Do I actually need a guy that's 6 feet? Right? Because this guy right here, he's 5'9", but he's got the money that I'm looking for and he's attractive. Well, I'm just worried about my heels. I'm telling you right now, man, there might be a handful of people that make fun of your dynamic every so often, but you're going to be in your own little world. So that's not going to even come across to you. You're going to be having so much fun with that other person. That's not even going to be in your mind. You're going to be connecting with them so much that you're going to be like, oh man, those people are stupid. We're building our own legacy. And when you build your legacy together, those people that were making fun of you, crickets, they're going to be the ones coming up to you and talking to you and say, hey man, how'd you do that? Well, I did X, Y, and Z. It's going to be your friends, your girlfriends that swore off men, but you're going to have the answer for them.
Dating is draining. I just can't keep doing it.
Literally can't do this anymore. I don't want to do it anymore. But then I'm like, how am I going to get a husband? I literally don't want to do this anymore. I'm done. I'm crashing out.
Myself personally, I'm looking for one person that I want to spend the rest of my life with. One person. And I do think it's possible to find your person or find someone that you want to choose to spend the rest of your life with. But think about it in terms of a game. And I think it will make a little bit more sense and it will help you feel a little less bogged down when you go on a date that's not great. The odds.
My birthday is this week and I'm turning 47.
Okay.
And I'm getting a lot of people wishing me happy birthday, which I am very grateful for. Thank you so much for remembering and for thinking of me. And also they keep asking me, why am I single?
What?
And I think I could sum it up by saying I'm looking for a man who's willing to do the things that I'm willing to do to be in an adult grown relationship. And let me give you a couple of examples. Be reliable, be trustworthy, be honest, be fun. The biggest problem I see is they say one thing and do another. They haven't learned how to appropriately express their wants and needs. And lastly, they try to rush relationships. So don't get me wrong, in 2025, I am definitely looking for a long-term committed relationship. And I am willing to do all of the things that I just said so that we can have two people working towards big goals all together. But until then, I'm going to stay single.
I believe that if someone is your person, immediately. Within the first couple dates, you have this overwhelming sense of connection to them and that you want to spend every waking moment with them. I have been in love with one person in my life. The second I met that person, I knew that I was going to fall in love with them.
Last man I met who was in their late 30s, early 40s, it ended with him being like, oh, I don't want anything serious. And I'm thinking like, you know what is serious? Your hairline under the hat that you won't take off your head. So you don't got a lot of time left. Like, what are we doing being at the ripe age of 40 and saying that you don't want anything serious? You're gonna die being unserious with women. Someone please explain it to me. I don't understand.
Last time I went out with my friends, a younger gentleman, started chatting me up at the bar. He was very nice, and we got on the topic of age, and I informed him that I was 35, to which he did not believe me, and he's like, no way, like, you're not 35. And I was like, no, I am. Like, I'm 35. I was born in 1989. And he was like, whoa, you were born in 1989? Like, you're from, like, the late 1900s.
Okay, so I haven't dated anybody in 3 years. I finally decided I'm putting myself out there, start meeting people. These men are weak. These men are soft, okay? They don't text you. They don't call you. They like your Instagram post. It is the weirdest thing I've ever seen. What planet is everybody on? Why are girls allowing men to act like this to them? Absolutely not. No, go waste your time with a 20-year-old. Like, they'll probably be happy to get your attention.
Quick question for any single women who are attempting to date men in Berlin via the apps. Are we okay? Because I feel like it's just getting worse for us. You know what I mean?
Convinced that we do not need reality TV anymore when you have already dating the same guy, Paige, in your hometown. Unpopular opinion here. At the age of social media, and women nowadays are so quick to call a dude a narcissist. But they're forgetting, like, hey, same shit. Women are by far, in my opinion, that I'm watching on these pages, more narcissistic than some dudes are. Like, if you're looking for your person, it's an equal partnership. But now, this page that was supposed to make women safe has turned into just bashing men whenever they get the freaking chance. And it's supposed to be a secret thing. Well, it's 100% not. And I get the age of like, women will repress for a long time, whatever the hell. Women have this idea in their head, this Prince Charming is coming around. And when a man does not fit that exact mold, then they're the asshole. Instead of getting to know the man for who they are and what they are, they're pissed. They don't fit their mold they already had in their brain.
I feel like when it comes to dating, I've been very chill and calm when it comes to my old like set of standards that I held for myself. I'm like, okay, I need like, what the fuck? I need like really high standards. Like I have high standards. I feel like with dating, like I've kind of like realized to calm down a little bit in certain areas where I've been so high and mighty and tight with like certain things that you need to have. And I like been relaxed on that. And I'm still just like not seeing or like feeling how I feel like I'm supposed to be feeling. And it's just like kind of upsetting because I'm like, okay, not that I'm lowering my standards. I just feel like I'm like opening up a little bit more and like growing up, realizing that maybe certain things that I used to think were like negatives are actually positives and don't know how to navigate it. I'm in this weird limbo of like trying to grow, trying to learn, and you don't even make excuses for someone in your head. And then you kind of calm yourself down. And then you're like, do I need to be making those excuses? I'm just feeling defeated because it's really hard to like start over for time and time again. And again, you know, when you open yourself emotionally up to dating.
And she made a good point about, kind of relaxing her standards. She didn't say that, but she said something similar to, I was high and mighty on this and I thought this way about that. Once again, men are not saying that you cannot have standards. Men are just saying maybe you need to reevaluate what's actually important. You're looking at these clips and you're seeing over and over again, women sometimes brought to tears, on the verge of a breakdown, on the verge of a meltdown because they can't find their person. Some of that might be up to luck and up to chance, but then the other part of it that you can control, you've put in, maybe because you heard somebody say it, but you've put in place, I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be high and mighty. I'm not going to come off my standards. And that's what gets you old. And now you're like, man, I'm left out here looking for a man, and all of my friends are married with children and they're living life and they're thriving and they're happy. They have a man that takes care of them. But you'll notice that man isn't, the prototypical what you want. He's just a normal, regular, everyday, average guy that's doing the best that he can for his family.
A girl and you're feeling sorry for yourself about not having a boyfriend, or you're feeling single and you're like, oh, I just want a boyfriend. I have never, ever been told by an adult, especially a female, even adult males. Like when I say adult, I mean like mum, dad age, like family, friends, uncles, aunties, that kind of vibe. I've never had one of them say you need a boyfriend. I only ever get told, no, stay away from boys, stay away from boys. To this day, I still get told, they're no good, don't, you're always better off without them, stay single as long as you can.
I slid into some man's DMs and I let him know he was handsome, and I told him, like, you know, you're handsome and I might just let you take me to lunch. And he gonna leave me on red.
Guys, the dating scene is getting so bad in New York City that I am seeing on TikTok there are girls going into Midtown during the week and stealing Finance Bros salads for lunch. And then looking their name up from the salad order on LinkedIn and then messaging them through there and being like, hey, oh my god, so sorry, I grabbed your salad, like, let me just make it up to you and buy you a new one. And that's how they're like sliding in, which honestly, smart. Why are we stealing men's salads? Like, why can't they just come up to us at a bar? Like, why is it getting to this point? Men, just please step up or your salad's gonna fucking get taken. Your lunch is gonna get taken every week. Like, I'm seeing girls get so creative these days. Like, they're making bracelets with their phone numbers on them and giving them to you guys at the bars. They are taking pictures of you sneakily and then being like, hey, oh my god, making it their phone screen, and being like, hey, can you take a picture of me and my friends so you can see that your picture is their home screen? All just different ways to try to talk to you guys, because you guys don't come up to us in New York City, and it's crazy. Like, I know there's so many beautiful women, like, just go up to one of them, buy them a drink. You guys have money, you live in the city, you can buy a drink. Stop being cheapos.
I don't think we were supposed to hang out this much, men and women. I feel like heterosexual relationships aren't doing well anymore because we've gotten a little too far away from the original plot. Men used to go hunt and gather for long periods of time and you didn't have to see them. And then they would go to war and they'd come home and be like, you're like, I made banana bread, and you'd talk for a couple days and then they'd go off again. I feel like we need to get back to that a little bit. I don't want my boyfriend to be my best friend. I don't want him to watch Love Island with me. Like, go get a fucking job, dude. Like, go build something with your hands. What are you doing here? I just think if we hung out less, we'd be happier. I think I'm gay.
So I feel like this woman and this woman right here could really take some cues from this lady. From what I heard, I think she was saying, well, you can buy the man a drink, you can approach, but you have women, I feel like, even though it might not seem like it, they're just the overall idea. They're very entitled about things. They think they deserve things. And it's like, I'm important too. For a long time, y'all have put men down in the position of service. And for a long time, men have said, yeah, I don't mind doing that, right? And a woman would say, yeah, I don't mind serving my husband either. But somewhere along the line, y'all have told men they got to stay in the position of service while you elevate to the position of queen. And you don't have to do any work.
Never in a million years I imagine myself being single in my 40s. Never in a million years I imagine what's gonna be so hard.
It dawned on me that I'm 46 years old and I don't have a husband to take care of me. Being single at 46 sucks. This is my reality. All the good men have gotten married in their 20s and 30s because they're good men.
I'm tired of being alone. I want to share my life with someone. I am just freaking tired. I want to be in love. I want to share my life with someone. I want to feel the joys. I want to have my hands held. I want to be held. I want to kiss. I want to support. I want my person.
I'm in a stage of life where I'm watching all my friends get married and have babies, and my friend was like, you'll meet the one day, don't give up. But now I'm at a point where I hope I don't, because what happens if I meet him and he wants kids and I'm too old to not be able to give him any?
One thing I notice about aging is people start to treat you so differently. When I was younger, people would be nicer to me. Like, they would go out of their way to talk to me, smile at me, hold doors open. But as I've gotten older, what I'm noticing is that people, they don't do that. It's almost like you become slowly more and more invisible.
I'm hurting y'all because I want to be loved. You know, a lot of us get on here, we act tough, and we be like, I don't want a man, I don't need a man.
There's a lot of women out there, mostly identify as feminists as well, claims that the wall does not exist.
Trying to hold marriage over women's heads as if it's something to look forward to. It's not. Okay? Why aren't you married? Because everybody's husband is in my DM. I don't have time.
A term that I keep hearing bandied about on here is hitting the wall. Several men have said that I have hit the wall. I'm not going to let that get me down because upon further research, the term refers to any woman over age 29 because by that age she has allegedly lost all of her sexual desirability and therefore hit the wall. Men, do some of you really believe this to be true? Let me know.
I'm 53.
Damn!
And I just can't believe that I'm sitting here and it has been several years. I think it was over a year that I had a date, and then it's been several years since then. Where are all the good men that are ready and want to build a beautiful life together? Where are you?
What do you feel about that hitting the wall phrase?
I think it's an accurate depiction of a natural phenomenon. I think that women do reach a certain point in their life where their value, when I say value, I mean value in the eyes of men specifically, does decrease when they reach a certain age. In terms of fertility, obviously you're older, you're not as attractive, but also like you've had more life experience, and I think the majority of men want a woman that hasn't had a lot of life experience because they want to build that life with you.
I think that's a pretty good way of putting it. I think a lot of men out here, they're looking to build a legacy. And what's funny is that they get made fun of for wanting to build a legacy. You hear modern women, they talk about, well, you know, you're a man, you need to go and build something. You need to go and do something. And then a man says, yeah, I want to build a legacy. I want to build a family. Well, I want to build humans up. I want to train them up so that they can go be a positive force in their community. You know, I want to build this family unit up to where we can be a positive force in the community. And you make fun of him because for some reason, oh, legacy, what legacy? I don't know. I don't have a legacy. You don't have a legacy. Yeah, I know I don't have a legacy right now. That's why I'm trying to build one. And you're making fun of me for trying to go out there and do what you want me to do.
But I'm not just letting from my own experiences. I'm looking at all the bitter old women whose life I don't want to end up like and taking vigorous notes on where not to end up. All them women that's very smart and got their own money and don't need no man and don't got no man at 32. Noted. All them women that got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies, their baby daddy don't want them and they still don't got no man. Noted. All of the women that claim that they're happy and that they're 40, almost turning 50, never had a husband, never been married, never wanted kids, never want to do none of that, but they sitting at home with their cat on TikTok at 40. Noted.
Oh, they're gonna hate
I don't
her.
want to live y'all life, so I'm not taking advice from you, but trust and believe I'm analyzing that lifestyle to figure out how to not end up like that.
All the good stuff happens after you turn 30. Do not settle for some mediocre piece of shit.
I feel like the only people that really see me are other middle-aged women. You know, it's like we give each other this knowing look. And I saw a video about how Karens are women who used to have pretty privilege. I can totally see that being a thing because there's this, you get this privilege that people treat you nice and just give you extra attention that maybe other people don't receive. And then whenever that starts to slowly fade away and then completely stop, it's like if you aren't aware of what's happening, you feel like something's wrong with everybody else. What the freak is wrong? Why is everybody so rude and everybody so dismissive? But as I've gotten older, what I'm noticing is that people, they don't do that. It's almost like you become slowly more and more invisible.
Do you think women should get married? Do you think women should get married after 30?
I think so. Yeah. I do.
Reality check I got once I was back in the dating scene was that I was not going to get everything that I wanted in a man that was on my list.
Every guy I've ever found attractive that I've tried to pursue, I've never been rejected.
After my divorce, I got on Tinder. I met this super cute guy. We went on a date, went back to my house, had a couple drinks. We're sitting on the couch talking. Things started getting a little spicy. So we went back to my room. He took off his shirt and then proceeded to get me completely naked and stopped, looked at me while I'm laying on the bed, wondering what's going on. And he said to me, "Your body is not what I was expecting, and I'm not going to be able to get it up for you." And I was shocked and embarrassed. I grabbed my comforter. I was almost in hysterics from being so pissed off, and I literally threw him out of my house. But that's the meanest thing. Your body is not what I expected, and I just can't get it up for you.
I'm not gonna lie, that is crazy. That's crazy. I don't know what he was expecting. The only thing that I can think about is, sometimes some of these ladies out here will wear things and they'll present themselves with so many accessories to their undergarments to where it seems like something, and once you see it, you're like, ooh, I don't know about that. And so, in that regard, he did right to tell you, hey, well, he probably could have said something like, I don't know, I'm just not feeling it. I'm sorry. And then I think, maybe we should lay here and cuddle, or maybe we should, well, they had already cuddled, I guess, but maybe we should lay here and cuddle for a little bit longer. Or, I could leave if you want me to, if you want to be alone. I don't know if I would have said, your body's just not doing it for me.
I have a genuine question of what the hell is going on? Like, I have friends who guys are just dating, texting them, going on dates, and then ghosting them. I feel like this has been happening since COVID. I feel like there's an actual epidemic. A lot of my friends are hotties, and they have guys who are just ghosting them. And they're 2s out of 10, and they're ghosting 10 out of 10. But I feel like this is happening all the world over. People are just out here looking for pen pals.
So I'm getting stood up for a date, and I knew this was going to happen. I could sense it as I started my drive over here, even though I texted them this morning and I was like, are we still on for tonight? And they were like, yes, we're on for tonight, 6 p.m. And I was like, yes. And then I hadn't heard from them all day. Thought that was them. Okay. And then pull up here. I was like, hey, I'm on the way. Might be a little late. I didn't get even an I'm on the way text. And I was like, this bitch is standing me up. They're standing me up. But I'm in the area. I have a few other links in here. And somebody's going to look at me. On my honor, I swear, I'm going to text every single one of them. Watch me go home and be in bed by 9 tonight. If I'm in bed by 9 tonight, I will be feral. I know it's Thursday, but I can't get stood up and just go to bed by 9,
Date number 8 of 51st dates. My hair's disgusting, so I've put it in a bun, in a ponytail. I'm wearing a little red top, some jeans and some Doc Martens sandals. Doc Martens, I think I should be on their PR list. I need some more. I don't know what we're doing. I don't know where we're going. I think we're going for food. I've just been told a location to get to. And it's literally in the middle of nowhere, so see where we're going. I just got home, but what? He just left. Said, oh, I'm going to the toilet and never came back. Left me in the middle of where we were. Had to get a taxi back to my car.
You know what should be out in 2024? Emotionally unavailable men, especially when they don't disclose that. And the reason I'm saying that is because it affects the other person, especially when they don't disclose that. They lead you on a roller coaster ride. You're nothing but respectful to them. You give them some of your time, you answer their texts, all that kind of stuff, and they still continue to treat you like you're trash.
Some of them will even say, oh, I'm used to girls walking up to me.
Insane. But
what happened to
not
your
insane.
What happened to your natural instinct? Is that gone now? Are men just choosing not to walk up to women? Is that a thing?
Kind of a thing. kind of a thing. Fear is real. Mental health is real. The anxiety of trying to approach someone is real.
Oh, what's up, Jamie? What's up?
How are you? I'm like bored and like lonely, and I was just thinking about that talk we had, and it was making me like think of your like mind and your like face. We never hang.
I'm usually busy, but you're busy.
Like, if you and I wanted to like...
Bro, what?
We could like Netflix and chill.
I don't watch Netflix, first of all. I watch Disney Plus. I watch Netflix with you, and we can chill, but we can chill separately while watching Netflix together.
Unfortunately, a lot of women do overlook the quote-unquote good guys because the good guys can be a little corny and a little boring. And I feel like corny and boring doesn't get appealing to you as a woman until you have matured, until you're like, yeah, I don't need to be outside. Yeah, I don't need attention from all these random guys. Yeah, I don't need to be posting my body on the internet. Like, it really gets to a point where you start valuing your privacy and you start valuing your connection to someone and intimacy over what it looks like to other people and over superficial things like follower counts or like who he follows or what pictures he likes and vice versa. And, okay, like, listen, if you met a good guy and you didn't like him and you thought he was corny and boring, I totally get that. I totally get that. But if you meet a guy and you really like him, and the only thing that's stopping you from, like, taking him seriously is the fact that he's boring, you're dumb. Because men are supposed to be boring. I don't want a guy who's outside every single day trying to be active, trying to be involved, trying to be seen, trying to be heard. Just go to work, do your thing, make money, come home, eat, sleep, be boring. Be boring. I love that. I didn't love it as a younger woman because I was like, I want to be outside. I want to have fun. I want to turn up. I want to go on dates. I want to, you know, get dressed and da-da-da. And now I'm like, yeah, I hate everybody. I really do. I don't even like being outside. I don't like drinking anymore.
Well, I think we have to start defining what boring is. I guess by boring, you mean stable, which is what you need. You hear a lot of women talk about, oh, he's my rock. He's my rock. He protects me. He's my shield. He covers me. You know what you don't want a cover to do in the middle of the night? Fall off. You don't want a cover jumping around and moving around. You don't want a cover that's hot or cold. I bought a cooling blanket because I want it to be cool. I want to be cool. I'm too hot at night. That's what I want. I don't want no variability. Oh, I'm hot tonight. What? You're going to send that blanket back. And they're going to be, well, that blanket, the technology in it is so dynamic. That's what you want. No, I don't want that. I bought a cooling blanket because I want it to be cool. That's the boring guy. You're with a boring guy because you want discipline, quote unquote. You're actually with the guy that's stable, a guy that's disciplined. You want a guy because he's going to be your rock, because you're a lot of times unstable. You're undisciplined. Now, that's not every woman that goes through that, but there are some women that are just all over the place. So I would say to you, even before looking for that boring guy, quote unquote, you need to become a stable person first. And you don't need to become a stable person after you've been going out there going crazy and been riding every person around town. That's not what I'm talking about.
Dating for men versus dating for women is not the same thing. I don't know why we pretend like it's the same thing. It's not the same thing. I know that I've said this and I'll say it till I'm blue in the face, but oh my gosh, I hate it. It's like, this isn't a fun experience as a woman. There's so much risk involved. Like, men's personalities are dog shit. There's so much risk involved with just being around them, with going on a first date with them. There's a risk of being stalked. There's a risk of violence. There's a risk of like someone cornering you and you feeling weird. And like the amount of times that has happened to me, I can't even tell you. This isn't some kind of like nightmare situation.
You know what's crazy is that a week ago, I was in love with a man. Next day, still in love with him, but another man hit me up. Hung out with that man. Then I was back in love with him, forgot about the other guy. Fast forward, 1 week later. I hate both of them. I never want to see either of them again. But yet, I'm still waiting on that one guy who never hits me up. But when he does hit me up, I'll fall back in love with him. Ooh, but I just thought about this guy that I met yesterday, and I could totally picture our life together. But I also never want to go on a date again. That's where I'm at.
Where are we meeting the men that don't suck? Where are we finding them? Someone tell me where I can find a decent, loyal, funny, good-looking guy around here?
I'm convinced that it ain't no motherfucking men out here anymore. It's just with balls.
Where have all the good men gone?
Where are all the men? Where can I find a good man? Where can I find a man? Where are all the men?
Where are the men at? Where are the men that are going to open the car door? Where are the men at that are going to provide and protect? Like, women have ruined this for us. Where do I find y'all?
Do you ever think that they might be sick and tired of having half their stuff taken from them if you're not happy? Did you ever think that they don't like being accused of being abusive because, I don't know, they said, I don't like this, or you shouldn't do that, or maybe they got angry?
Where are all the good men that still respect women to understand that they don't deserve to be played with, lied to, and manipulated?
All the good men got played, so now all they do is just work, scroll TikTok, chill, and ignore people.
I'm genuinely curious why y'all are saying no to marriage. Like, I just want to know.
The good men are the ones that have put in so much effort and had women trash them for putting in the effort. They've had women take advantage of them because they want to be a gentleman. They want to open the doors. They want to pay for your dinner. And you just expect that that is supposed to happen. The idea that you should have multiple men pandering after you just to see which one is the best is atrocious.
And some of these women think that they're so great. They're God's gift to earth. And so they're asking really out of confusion, like, with all of the greatness that you have in front of you, how are you not picking me? With all of this, how are you not falling on your knees and giving me a ring already? Well, because you're not that great. So you're asking where the good men are. I've been staring you in your face along with a couple of others here, nice, very worthy suitors, looking at you, waiting for your decision. Every one of us have been good to you. We've taken you out on dates that you wanted, but you've accepted none of us. And you've gone to messing around with Chad and Tyrone. We've talked about it amongst ourselves, and we can't figure it out. That's where they've gone.
I can't believe that I'm 28 years old, and I have nothing to show for it. Nothing. What the fuck have I done? My entire life. What have I done?
Why are guys so lonely?
Because no guys just come up to us like we're just, I don't know, I guess we're just ugly.
If you've been wondering where are all the good men, I actually have some homework for you. Start to find and pay attention to the qualities that you love in the men who are around you. The men you know, the men you don't know, the guy at the grocery store who asks to help carry your stuff out to your car. Because when you say, where are all the good men, I already know that you are in a pattern of looking for negative qualities in men. And you're finding them. So start looking for the good men and you will find them.
Where are all the good men?
Still asking yourself, where are all the good men? They're pretty much hiding out until they find the same thing that they will provide. It's basically for their weaknesses and insecurities to be known but not taken for granted. Which I know sounds like a bare minimum kind of thing. But the truth is that that sort of thing is expected of men. But somehow it is not expected for men. And that's why good men are still out there. They just don't want to be found by the wrong person.
You get nothing out of being a good guy in this world. Only thing you get is you get taken advantage of. That's it. You get treated like you're nobody. Like you don't exist.
I don't think I can stand to hear one more, where are all the good guys posts. Honestly, I can't. It just seems like the dumbest question ever. The nice guys are right there in front of you. They're right there. But you are doing exactly what you say you don't want done to you. You're being judgmental and superficial, living in some fantasy world, and expecting perfection. But are you perfect? But just like you don't want to be judged for the shape of your nose or the size of your boobs or what size dress you wear or any of that other shit, you have no problem turning around and being like, he's too tall, he's too short, he's got a couple extra pounds, or one eye is bigger than the other, or his teeth are spaced too far apart. You're fucking doing the exact same thing that you don't want done to you. And that is why you can't find the good guys. 'Cause they're still above you.
Where are we meeting the men that don't suck? Where are we finding them? Huh?
I like this question, but I don't think one's going to like the answer, because there are a lot of men out there that actually don't suck. But many women don't want to give some of these men a chance because they don't meet the standards that they think that they should have when it comes to dating. For instance, some women only want to date guys that are over 6 foot tall. So they might not even look twice at the guy that's only 5'9". Or perhaps the guy isn't just as attractive as that person wants them to be. So he would just get put in the friend zone. Great guy, but not worthy of dating. And then there's some women that only want to date guys that make 6 figures or more. So they don't even look twice at the guy that works a blue-collar job and has to work overtime on the weekends just to make ends meet. So there are lots of guys out there that don't suck. It's just some women don't see them.
Since our society only chooses to focus on toxic masculinity, I'm here to provide you with my list of the top toxic femininity traits. Utter disdain for men. These are the women that categorize all men with the stereotypical toxic masculinity traits. Just because someone has a Y chromosome does not mean that their only intention is to sleep with you, cheat on you, or traumatize you with their uncontrollable aggression and anti-feminist behavior. Always trying to outman men. Same women who want to be equal to men also pray for the downfall of men. Amazing how that works. Ladies, if you spend your entire life trying to prove to men that you can be better than them, you'll attract none of them.
But I find it odd that some women want men to leave women alone, except when they need their support in something. And then they complain, why aren't the men speaking up?
Stop telling us what to do with our hair.
Frankly, I cannot remember the last time a man told me what to do with my hair. In my experience, it's almost always some of the women who are so concerned with what other women look like.
Stop telling us what to do with our bodies.
Like what? Don't rack up a high body count because a great many men and women find a high body count rather unappealing. How dare some men tell women to pay attention to their own morality?
Stop telling us how to dress.
Really? From what I've seen, some women should be told that what they're wearing is often inappropriate.
Leave us alone.
And when they finally do, what then will one have to complain about?
Where are all the good men? Here's the thing. I just want to let you know as an update, the good men are everywhere. They are everywhere, sis. The problem is you either have disqualified them for your own unrealistic, ridiculous requirements, or they have been so scared from accusations, being told that they are harassing or, thinking that you want them to approach you, but then carrying on, like, how dare they find the audacity to approach you.
Men, female, anybody who feels that way about marriage, please just let me know why, because I'm genuinely curious. Like, even after having somebody literally tell me I do not want to marry you, and I had to break up with them because they weren't gonna do it, I just feel like I would still get married to the right person, because marriage could be a beautiful thing, and I do believe that there are faithful people out there.
Well, I think you're saying it's a beautiful thing, but for a lot of men out here, it's a beautiful thing when you don't have any risks. It's a beautiful thing when you don't have anything to lose, or you don't have much to lose. You can pick up and move away without any real responsibility, as I think what these guys are saying. That ain't happening. It's already happened. You're moving away. You're taking half of my stuff, and then you're trash talking me, coming back and trying to take 90% of what I have. And then the little stuff that you could have given to me that belongs to me. There have been women that have taken like hoodies, like a little drill. Oh, find that drill. It's mine. I want the drill too. You're not even going to use the drill. You throw it away. But modern women are so vindictive, and they're wondering why men are staying away. They want, how do I get this level of being a leftover woman? How do I get this level of hitting the wall and no men wanting me, men ignoring me? is because y'all talk like y'all don't need men, and men finally decide to say, okay, well, if you don't need me, I'm going to move on. I'm not going to be a servant to you.
I am so sick of being told how strong I am because I'm not strong and I don't want to be strong.
I'm a strong, independent black woman and I don't need no man. I'm fucking done with it.
I'm not gonna lie, don't tell the feminists, but I would rather stay home and cook and clean. When I tell you I love to cook and clean, just don't tell the feminists. I love to do it, and I love to do it for a man. I do.
Just someone out here who's trying to find someone. I just sometimes feel like the love I so desperately want to give and to receive is not meant for me.
The only male attention that I've been getting these days is from the construction workers. Like, I swear to God, they're the only men that are giving me a second glance. It's a hard life.
I don't want to be a strong, independent woman no more. No more. I don't want to be an independent woman no more. Okay? I'm tired.
I don't want to work. Okay? I don't want to be Miss Independent. I don't want to be a boss babe. I don't want to have a business. I don't want to have a career. I don't want a job. I want nothing.
I'm tired. I'm struggling. This is for all of the single ladies that are struggling between staying strong, being independent, and then also just wanting it.
I'm 31 now, and I still don't have kids. I still don't have a family. I was focused on trying to get after the bag, and all this fell for the boss. I could do everything by myself, that hyper independent bullshit.
INDEP. Like, no, I don't want to do that anymore. Okay? HELPME me. Like, no, give me the soft life. Come help me. Come save me. Come, because I'm tired of this. I'm tired.
Where if I could go back in time and tell the woman that stood up for our right to work.
I don't want to be a hardworking woman. I don't know who signed us up to be independent and hardworking, but y'all can have it.
Am I good at being independent? Yes. Do I want to be? No.
Often as I talk about how powerful women are, how independent, strong, I don't want to be a powerful, independent woman.
On its face, feminism sounds great, right? Equality for all and girls supporting girls. That sounds so beautiful. But the second you kind of test that out, you very quickly find that it has just become a total facade. If I'm putting on makeup for my husband to come home from work, or if I'm cooking for him, they get upset. They don't like that. Like, whoever the head of PR is for feminism needs to be fired. They are doing a horrible job.
I didn't think I was asking for too much, but like, I would love to have somebody that's like over 6 foot, dark skin, beard, no kids, house, own car, good credit, washboard abs, be able to pick me up, fine as hell, pretty smile, good hygiene, pretty teeth, big D and a big wallet, and generous, also emotionally intelligent, educated, and loyal. I still have faith. He's out there somewhere. I'm not going to lower my standards, and I'm not going to give up faith.
And she was able to ramble those off the top of her head. 19 or 20 things right there off the top of her head. A man is thinking probably about the third one. Maybe not. They'll go along with you for a little while, but a lot of this is getting silly.
This is literally what it feels like to work, to pay rent. You are working to live somewhere just to sleep. I can't sleep, I can't eat, I can't drink anything without feeling pain. True pain.
Made a TikTok, which in my opinion I thought was silly and funny and relatable, about girls being ghosted by the guy who has been talking to them for 3 weeks straight.
up their asshole and around the corner until one day, out of the blue, they vanish. I mean, you can go read the comments yourself, but there are more than enough men who have commented and shared this same sentiment. He probably just got tired of putting in all the effort. Interesting theory. Here's another one, and hear me out. Maybe the reason he ghosted is because he sucks.
Why are you so surprised? Girl, you look 40 years old, have full face of fillers and thick makeup. Your body is very far from perfection. It's a good job I can hack it, because the amount of hate that I have been receiving... I've been called every name under the sun. I'm a brass, I'm ugly, I'm fat, my eyes are too close together, I need less makeup, I need more makeup to fix my eyes. And they just keep coming and coming. But it's funny because all the people that are commenting on my appearance don't have a display picture. So please, my friend, update your profile picture so we can judge you too. And in the meantime, I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who has commented on my video, good or bad. It really helps with the engagement. I've gained so many new followers. So yeah, big thanks and big love to you all.
This message is for the men, so if you're not a man, keep scrolling, because if you're a woman and you listen to this, it's just going to tick you off. I am genuinely curious why men, I'm talking to you, why, when your woman asks you to clean up the house or whatever it is, small chore around the house, why do y'all wait until the last minute to do it? Or, I mean, honestly, you just don't do it at all. Or you wait for your woman to ask you again and again and again, and then all of a sudden she becomes your mom, and then you're pissed because she's nagging you, but you could have just done it the first time. So, I'm curious, and I won't come back with a judgmental answer. I will just ask, why do y'all wait till the last minute? Or not at all. Somebody that doesn't take this as an attack, because if you're guilty, you're going to find it as an attack, but someone that's not going to take it as an attack, can you give me a fair answer?
Well, do you treat your friends like that? Right? What they'll say is, and y'all will go around in a circle, oh girl, I just didn't have, oh yeah, I totally understand. And y'all won't be on their case about it. But for some reason, and you say that your friends are better than men. I would rather be with my friends. I would rather be with my family. I'd rather be with my dog, my cat, my bird, my snake. And my friends respond, they communicate, they do this. This is no. Y'all just don't hold each other accountable like you would a man. Y'all don't have any expectations for your girlfriends. That's why they can raise or rise to the standard that you have, because you don't have a standard. Almost quite literally anything that they do for you, you're extremely grateful for. Even if that's what you expect from a friend, you're, oh, I'm so thank you. Oh, she's so good to me. But for a man, if he were to bring you those same flowers, oh, I feel like as my man, if my friend did this, you could have put a little bit more effort into it. So you have a man on a different standard or a different playing field that you do your friends. Like you guys, first of all, it's so silly for, why don't you just do it the first time? Because you don't own me. Number one. Number two, if I were to do that to you, you wouldn't be doing things the first time. You would call me controlling and manipulative. That's to me, it's such a silly statement. It's such a dumb, unaware statement to make. And I'm not calling you stupid. I'm just saying the statement in and of itself was so ignorant. This is how you get to where you are. Lonely, looking for a companion, but can't find one. Well, I got to do this and you shouldn't. I'm not your child. Period. And I'm not going to be acting like I'm your child. I have my own life. I have my own life before you. And if this goes the distance, then great. But if it doesn't, then I'll have my own life after you. Because I'm a grown man and I've gotten to be a grown man with the responsibilities without the help of you. I love that you're here, but you coming in with this energy, I need y'all to start playing this stuff back and listen to what you're saying and see if you would want somebody talking to you like that, and see if you would want somebody handling you like that. Y'all got to get it together.